An ordinary worker never expected anyone would murder him, and he quickly plummeted to the ground. Fortunately, the rope suddenly knotted at the last moment, leaving him stuck in midair. The man thought it was a rope issue, so he tightened his grip on the exterior wall, preparing to wait for his colleague's rescue. But when he turned around, he saw someone hastily leaving the stairs. Nick, a former agent, suddenly understood something. After confirming the safety lock was securely fastened, he immediately began the high-speed descent. After he landed and chased after, the mysterious figure also ran out from the church. At this moment, Nick followed closely behind. Due to the heavy equipment on his body, he still lost ground to his opponent. The mysterious man fled with the assistance of his accomplice, and Nick immediately called his wife, because he feared that these people would threaten him with his pregnant wife. The call went unanswered. At this moment, the anxious Nick, disregarding everyone else, dashed back home. Only when he saw his wife safely at home did he breathe a sigh of relief. Not long ago, Nick uncovered a weapons deal. After confirming the colonel's departure, the National Security Agency dispatched 2 agents to seize the opportunity and steal the intelligence. However, the colonel spotted them, and a conflict ensued between the 2 sides. Later, he took the initiative to contact a journalist, intending to expose the truth behind it. Although he was extremely cautious when interacting with journalists, he only revealed partial information to them after confirming they hadn't recorded the conversation. But to his surprise, he was still deceived. The scene of the high-altitude murder was precisely part of the plan. At this moment, Nick didn't expect that the other party's next move would be even more outrageous. That night, after his wife had fallen asleep, he climbed onto the roof, intending to retrieve the key from the chimney and store it in a safer place. However, just as he was about to toss the key down the sewer, Amy pushed the door open. It turned out she had already noticed Nick's unusual behavior, but her words were still unfinished. The sudden sound of the door jolted both men awake. It was the bandits forcefully breaking into his house. Both sides engaged in fierce fighting. At that moment, a gun was already aimed at Nick. But fortunately, Amy seized the opportunity to strike from behind. Even though Amy is pregnant, her combat effectiveness is still very strong. But in the end, they couldn't stand up to them and were quickly brought under control. In order to frame Nick, they smeared his fingerprints on a gun and then began the interrogation. At this moment, Nick was still resisting, but when they threatened to take Amy away, he could only curse helplessly. Then, he was knocked unconscious. When he awoke again, the other party resumed threatening him. Nick looked at Amy, who was about to give birth, and had no choice but to reluctantly agree. But he never expected their next move to be even more brutal.